All right, race fans, for the final time in 2022, let's get ready to rock the Ozarks as we get ready for our first heat race of the night. 8 laps is going to be the distance. Here they come. Starting on the pole for your Power Eyes Superstocks. Here they come. Starting on the pole, the 41 of Donnie Miller. On his outside, the 56 of Mark Davis. Row number 2, starting on the inside, is going to be that 04B of Blaine Ewing. On his outside, the 53 of Danny O'Neill. Row number 3, starting on the inside, the 21W of Ted Welshmeyer. On his outside, the 72 of Jimmy Burris. A new day will dawn here after tonight, but right now we got some racing. Keith up the flag stand, ready to get us rocking and rolling out of turn number 4. It's showtime! Off into turn number 1, Davis and Miller gonna have a good side-by-side battle as they're gonna go rocking down the backstretch. Donnie Miller going to take the early race lead into turn number 3. The 04B Blaine Ewing right there as well, sitting in that 3rd spot. Lap number 1 going to go to the 41 of Donnie Miller. So many times that 41 machine gets to the front of the field, it is hard to catch. Oh, Ewing off the throttle. Welshmeyer going to jump all up into that 3rd place spot like nobody's business. And at turn number 4, still going to be Donnie Miller. Still Donnie Miller, your race leader right now. Mark Davis, Ted Welshmeyer right there. You want to talk about a national points battle? Look at the top 3 of this one as they work on in turn number 3. Donnie Miller still going to be your race leader here in the get-go as we got this one going. Here comes Welshmeyer trying to make a move on Mark Davis there in the 56 machine. To the inside, he's going to go 2 by 2. Nothing doing. Davis going to hold his line. As the 53 of O'Neill making a move here and getting up to that 4th spot. Ewing and the 72 machine, Jimmy Burris, going around there in turn number 2, going to bring out caution flag number 1. The choker welding caution flag coming out. Five laps in the books. Going to get them stacked and packed in a Delaware double file restart here. That means the pole setter's going to be on the front row all by himself. Everyone else is going to fill in behind them in their respective spots. Never mind, they're going to single file in here. They come down the front stretch. Donnie Miller checked out on that restart. He said sayonara. There comes Welshmeyer. He's going to get to the inside of Davis. They got a good battle going on here for that 2nd spot. Welshmeyer going to slide up into him a little bit out of turn number 4. Stomping on the throttle. Welshmeyer up to 2nd. Ted Welshmeyer, Mark Davis, this year's Midway Speedway track champion. Having a good battle here. These are the back bumper now of your race leader, Miller, as we got one more time around here in heat race number 1. He's going to rock and roll. Oh, here comes Welshmeyer's got a Miller hit a groove or something and was popping a wheelie as he's going to come into turn number 3. Welshmeyer going to give it his all. He's got Davis to the high side. They're going everywhere. Crossover sliders. Miller with the win. Welshmeyer, Davis going to be your top 3. All right, your Power Eye Superstock Heat Race number 2 going to line up like this. Starting on the pole, the G1 of Nick Gibson. On his outside, the 04 of Brian Worley. Row number 2, starting on the inside, will be the 22 of Brandon Hall. On his outside, the 164 of Michael Muskrat. Starting shotgun tonight, and the man on an absolute tear here as of late, the 45 of Aaron Poe. Here, race number 2 here for your Ozark Sporting Goods, Power Eye, Pure Stocks race fans. You're going to have to bear with me a little bit tonight. I woke up this morning and I couldn't talk. So I have the amount of Jolly Ranchers any kid would love to have right now and cough drops. So we're going to try to get through this night together. Racing's already been fast and furious at a turn number 4, looking for a green flag, and they're going to get it. Here they come, going to rock and roll down into turn number 1. Worley getting the early hole shot as Gibson going to slide up. Poe Muskrat right there looking to make a 3 wide down the backstretch. Not going to happen quite yet, but the door is there. Worley right now going to slide up the speedway out of turn number 4 down the front stretch. He's going to lead lap number 1. We got a good battle here for third. Poe to the inside of Muskrat there, battling it out here. Oh, Gibson getting a little squirrely in the middle of turn number 2. Opening the door right there for Poe and Muskrat, but they're battling hard side by side. Oh, he's going to do it again. A little bit of handling issues here for Nitro. They're in the 1G machine, but Poe up to second, and he is looking down Worley as the 22 of Brandon Hall having a little bit of problems. The 22 off the track. Right now it's on the 04 Brian Worley right now holding off a charge in 45 Aaron Poe. Poe got a good run here to the inside. Worley got a little squirrely down the backstretch. Here comes the 45 Poe. Gonna slide Worley up the speedway out of turn number 4 on the low side. Aaron Poe to the race lead. Nick Gibson third. Michael Muskrat there in 4th as they're battling it out down the backstretch right now. Poe's gonna open up a little bit of a lead. Gonna come into turn number 3. It's still gonna be Poe, Worley, Muskrat, and Nitro battling it out side by side. Got a battle going on right here for this one. Aaron Poe checking out right now. As the field works on, got a good battle here between Nick Gibson and Michael Muskrat here for third. As Aaron Poe worked his way from worst to first and down the backstretch, he's going to go. Started third row inside and is now in a world of his own as Worley, Muskrat, and Gibson, Gibson are all battling it out. Got a good battle here going. White flag is in the air down the backstretch. They're going to go into turn 3. Poe going to lead it for the final time out of turn number 4 for heat race number 2. Checkered flag for the 45 of Aaron Poe. Brian Worley and Michael Muskrat going to round out your top 3. All right, here we go. Class number 2 going to roll out onto the track right now. We're going to have your Macadoodles Power Eye Pure Stocks coming out on the track right now. Here's how heat race number 1 is going to line up for him. Starting on the pole, the 42H of Levi Harrison. Look at this on his outside. The 40 of Acola Harris on his outside. Father-son duo right there. Row number 2, starting on the inside, will be the 7 of Spencer Reef on his outside. In the 32 of Richard Adams. Row number 3, starting on the inside, will be the 5 of Justin McDowell on his outside. The 88 of Chris Messarelli. And a starting shotgun in the MOM car. That's the big old 0 right there. Bradley McDowell. A Kick Cancer's Butt tribute there on the 0 machine of Bradley McDowell. As the field works on out of turn number 4, green flag, we're back at it here. As we have the Harris family there on the front row, here comes Adams. Levi Harris got stuck in the middle there, gets it saved out of turn number 2. The 32 machine, Richard Adams on the throttle into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to be your leader coming out of turn number 4. Got a good battle. Right now, here comes Spencer Reef in the 7 machine, trying to get around the 40 of Acola Harris. They're going to battle out. Good battle here for second. Now is Harris going to slide up, play a little bit of defense. Here comes Bradley McDowell on his way to the front here. side by side with your 7 machine of Reef. As Adams still your race leader, but McDowell up to second. Right now, as it goes on the speedway, Richard Adams, your race leader. The 32 machine, Bradley McDowell right there in second, and Spencer Reef, your top 3. But we got the Harrises battling out side by side for 4th, the 42 and the 40. Justin McDowell there in the 5, trying to find a line. As Cole Harris going to drop it to the low side of the speedway, get around the 42 and Levi. Oh, what a move! As right now, they're going to fall single file. Right now, Adams going to be your race leader, but here comes Reef and Bradley McDowell having a good battle here for that second spot. Reef there in the 7 machine going to drop it to the low side of the speedway, trying to get to the back bumper of McDowell. They're going to go into turn number 3. Richard Adams on a Sunday cruise. Here comes Justin McDowell in the 5 machine, trying to get to the back bumper of the 40 of Cole Harris, as he's going to go around. Oh, trouble. Joker Welding caution flag going to come out here as the 40 of Acola Harris going around. A little bit of smoke out of that machine as the 88 of Chris Messarelli stopped to miss him. Going to bring out the Joker Welding caution flag. .40 of Acola Harris getting told to go hot pit there in turn number 3. So trouble there for the 40 of Acola Harris. He's going to take a pit side as we're going to get these stacked and packed and lined back up. All right, Bradley McDowell there in the MOM machine getting told to pick his lane. He's going to go to the low side of the speedway. Spencer Reef going high. Everyone fills in their respective spots behind them. Going back, green flag racing. This time by out of turn number 4, looking for the green flag from our flag man cave. Out of turn number 4, here they come. Back down the front stretch. Your Macadoodles Power Eye Pure Stock's going to throw it into turn number 1. Adams had a good hold on this one, but here comes Reef and Bradley McDowell trying to make a good run here as they're going to go into turn number 3. Oh, a little bit of bump check. Bradley says, I'm here, buddy. I'm going to drive this mob machine to the front, but right now Reef sitting in that second spot with a good tight battle. Reef, going to try to make a 3-1 into turn number 2. My goodness, folks, look at this one. They're going to work into turn number 3. A little bit of contact there. Adams holding on for dear life. He's got cars on both sides of him. Race fans, one more to go. McDowell to the race lead. Adams trying to cross over. Got into the back bumper a little bit. Into turn number 3. McDowell right now powering the cancer. Kicking its butt out of turn number 4. MOM going to take the checkered. Richard Adams and Spencer Reef going to be your top 3. All right, here for your Macadoodles Power Eye Pure Stock Heat Racing number 2. Here on the docket tonight, here's how they're going to line up. Starting on the pole, going to be the 89 of Aaron Harness. On his outside, the 42 of Trevor Ellingson. Row number 2, starting on the inside, is going to be the 8K of Tyler Knudsen. On his outside, the 11 of Ron Duncan. Row number 3, starting on the inside, will be the 21 of Darren Porter. On his outside, the 9 of Mike Piercy. And starting shotgun tonight in the 29W. Yeah, that's right. You got double vision. That's going to be Ted Welshmeyer. Field going to work on into turn number 3. Going to see the green flag out of turn number 4. No start. Just kidding. Making sure you guys are ready down there as fans. All right, so that was interesting. A lot of front end damage there. Looks like the our pole sitter, the 89 of Aaron Harness there. Hitting the front stretch wall. Coming to a stop in the turn 1 entry here. You can see down here on the front stretch that nice little black marks. Right to the wall he went. Going to bring out, well, I guess that doesn't really bring out the Joker Welding caution because there was no green flag yet. I'd like to thank everybody watching on ShowMeDirt.tv. I'd like to thank all you wonderful fans for coming out and hanging out with us tonight. Don't forget, during intermission, drivers are going to make their way on over to this side, and they're going to be handing out candy. I see some outfits. I see like a rhinestone cowboy down here. Trying to look out for some more costumes. I got my best Ronnie Williams mustache going on me tonight. Because after tomorrow night, it's getting shaved off. I got my buddy Thomas up there with ShowMeDirt.tv. Oh, we got a dinosaur. Fields working around the speedway. All right, Fields going to work out of turn number 2. Going to look for the green flag this time. We're just going to look for it this time. If we see it, that's where we're going to get loud and rowdy. You know what? It's been an absolute, after the little cold snap we had this week, I was about ready to retire into my Carhartt for the year. But now the track is heating up. The drivers are heating up. And out of turn number 4, let's start the fires. Oh, Ellingson to the inside of Knudsen. Got a good battle here side by side. They're going to go, not going to give it an inch down the backstretch. They're going to go side by side. All the cars right now still side by side working around the speedway. They're going to go out of turn number 4. All ripping the lip on the top side. Lap number 1's going to go to the 8K of Tyler Knudsen. Here comes Ron Duncan to the inside trying to make his name known here at the mighty Midway Speedway. Ellingson right now driving back hard on the inside of Knudsen. Knudsen got that top side. Somebody else runs up there with him. He might get something worked in. Ellingson to the race lead. 2 in the book, 6 more times around here. Midway Speedway here. Heat race number 2 for your Macadoodles Power I Pure Stocks. Field's going to work on down the backstretch. Duncan a little squirrely on the inside there of Welshmeyer there in the 29W as the field's going to work out of turn number 4. Knudsen back to the race lead. Good little battle. Knudsen said, I've had about enough of this. I'm going to try to drive away from you out of turn number 2. Hey, go flip that switch on the inside of the cap there that says, hey, this is the fast one. We're going to go. Drop it in the skinny pedal. Knudsen going to lead back-to-back laps. Field's going to work on through turn 3. Coming out of turn number 4, still going to be Knudsen, your race leader, with Ellingson and Porter, Welshmeyer, Duncan, and Piercy is how the field's going to line up right now. Got a good heat race going on here. There's been a lot of good green laps here as they work out of turn number 4. Just 3 sets of 2-car battles right now. It's a really good race. As Knudsen right now, your race leader, Ellingson, and here comes Welshmeyer looking for that 3rd spot down the backstretch. He's going to have a good little run here to the inside bumper of the 21 of Darren Porter. As out of turn number 4, your race leader, the 8K of Tyler Knudsen's going to get that 1 to go signal. Welshmeyer still on the inside of Porter. They're battling for 3rd, but down the backstretch for the final time tonight. Ellingson really loose out of turn number 2. Holy smokes, folks. Well, that was interesting. Out of turn number 4, checkered flag going to go up for the 8K of Tyler Knudsen. Ellingson and Porter are going to be your top 3 here in heat race number 2. All right, race fans. As they get ready to rock and roll right now, it's time for your Spectrum Design Dirt Late models here at the mighty Midway Speedway. Getting ready to roll out on the track. Starting on the pole, the 13 of Sean Whitman on his outside. The 221 of downtown Jerry Brown. Row number 2, starting on the inside, will be the 52 of James Price. On his outside will be the 00 of Dylan Bates. Coming to the line, the lights are going to go off. They're going to go green flag racing late model style this time. Sean Whitman, Jerry Brown, James Price, Dylan Bates right now on the speedway. Here for your Spectrum Design Dirt Late models. It's late model time here at the mighty Midway Speedway. I don't know where James Price was going, but he shot straight to the infield. Got to go. Oh, Brown on the brakes. Oh, that one made my blood pressure go a little high. Because right now, Sean Whitman says sayonara. He's going to be in a different zip code out of turn number 4. Price, Bates, getting around Price. Price exit stage right. As he pulls off the speedway, tough break, heartbreak hotel for the 52 machine, the young gun right there, but out of turn number 4, it's all been the 13 machine of Sean Whitman. Brown all over the back bumper now of Bates. That's going to be a heated up battle here. Jerry Brown having some issues this season, not being able to finish out a race, wanting to finish one out tonight, as your field's going to work on into turn number 1. It's still going to be Sean Whitman, your race leader, Bates, and Brown, as Bates playing a little bit of good defense right here on the 221 of Jerry Brown as they come out of turn number 4. Still going to be the 13 of Sean Whitman, as we got a good battle. Brown trying to find a different line. Bates is right there with him as they go, and they're catching the back bumper of Whitman. As the field works on through 3, coming out of turn number 4, going to be a 3-car battle for your race lead. Oh, caution coming out on the speedway as the 221. The 221 has lost a spring. And you can tell by the way that left rear is sitting. You can tell by the way I use my walk. I'd say that's a little painful. So I talk about it, his misfortunes this year, and guess what happens? The misfortunes happen yet again. Tough break for Jerry Brown. We'll see if he can get the car fixed and get back out here for feature time later on this evening. Don't forget, race fans, during intermission, drivers are going to come over to this side. They're going to hand out a little bit of candy, or a lot of bit of candy, during our intermission. Going to have a 2-car shootout right now. Whitman and Bates right now, though, but Bates was getting the back bumper of Sean Whitman there, the 13 machine, as the race was going on. I'd like to thank everybody watching live on Facebook there on ShowMeDirt.tv. Thanks for hanging out with us online. Wish you could have come out tonight. It is going to be a great night, as there's already been some great racing. The field's going to work on into turn number 3. Coming out of turn number 4, looking for the green flag. Here they come out of turn number 4. Bates is going to drop it lower to the low side of the speedway, slide up the speedway. Whitman got that middle line, hit a little bit of rubber. Oh, got a little squirrely out of turn number 2. Bates isn't out of it yet. And out of turn number 3, Bates got a little bit sideways there, so Whitman's going to open up a little bit of the lead, about a car length in between them. As they go into turns 1 and 2 down the backstretch, Bates has got a good run as Whitman, a little squirrely, going to get the nose up the skirt. Out of turn number 4, got a good battle here. 2 cars. You ain't going to see any better racer right here tonight. 2-car battle. Bates all over the back bumper here. The 13. Here's where Whitman got loose last time. He's going to do it again. Bates has got an opening down the back stretch into turn number 3. They're going to be side by side. Out of turn number 4, checkered flag. Go to the 0-0 of Dylan Bates. Sean Whitman going to round out the cars and finish the race. My goodness, that was the best 2-car shootout I think I'd ever seen. All right, your Spectrum Design Dirt-Laden model here, race number 2, going to line up like this, starting on the pole. The 22 of Tim Petty. On his outside, the 13S of Joey Smith. Run number 2, starting on the inside, will be the 25S of Shannon Phillips. And on his outside, the 41 of Matt Minby. Down into turn number 1, Petty going to throw it in there sideways. Here comes Joey Smith, man. New scheme on the 13S machine right there. Looking pretty slick. As Petty going to slide up into turn number 3. Here comes Smith at the inside of the speedway. Oh, got a drag race to the line. Smith by a nose. And Shannon Phillips a little bit all over the speedway. Here comes Petty to the back bumper, though, of their race leader, Joey Smith. Got a good battle going on right here. Petty, again, a little trouble here in turns 3 and 4 as Joey Smith going to be your race leader currently. as Petty's having some steering issues in that 22 machine, and he is slow down the back stretch. As right now, the 13S of Joey Smith going to be your race leader. Down out of turn number 2, he's got a good lead over the 25S of Shannon Phillips. Right now, let's just get some good laps in this one. As Tim Petty, left front issues going on there in the 22 machine. And he's off the track. As right now, the 13S of Joey Smith, all by himself like the chess club president on prom night, works it into 3 out of turn number 4, going to lead another one. Smith coming out of turn number 4. He's going to still be your race leader. Shannon Phillips coming out of turn number 4. Doctors jacking it in the air. And final time around the speedway here for the 13S of Joey Smith. The new rap's got this man feeling some kind of way tonight out of turn number 4. Here, race number 2, going to go to the 13S of Joey Smith. Shannon Phillips, Tim Petty, your top 3. All right, race fans, it's time here. One heat race, but coming onto the track right now, my favorite cars ever because I used to drive them. Onto the track right now, a little bit of 305 sprint car action here at the mighty Midway Speedway. They're going to line up like this. Starting on the pole in the 61A, going to be Doug Fry. On his outside, the 88 out of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, Terry Easom. Row number 2, starting on the inside, is going to be the 30X out of Springdale, Arkansas, Larry Battery. And on his outside, in the 1P at a Norborn, Missouri, Curtis Evans. I'd like to thank these guys for coming out and getting some laps here with us. There is a hard charger up for grabs tonight as well. As race fans, those of you know, sprint cars are just straight driven. There is no transmissions in these things. They are push started. So again, there's no transmission. It goes straight from the motor to the drive line that the driver sits on top of. It goes right over the top of their seat, and it goes straight to the rear end of those cars. You can tell the right rear is a little bit bigger, so they do a lot of their steering with their throttle, as that right rear helps them set in the corner. Race fans, one of the coolest things to watch is a sprint car throw it into turn number 1. You can watch the chassis set, you can watch that right rear stick, and you can watch the downforce of the wing help these drivers get around the speedway. Sprint car racing is one of the funnest things I have ever got to do in my life. And right now, there can only be one car on the track, and I'd have an absolute blast with it. So right now, they're getting fired up. They're getting pushed off. The Winged Warriors right there get a good paint scheme there on the 88 machine of Terry Easom. Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Good-looking rides out here tonight. Look, I know there's a bunch of race fans down there that have been playing a World of Outlaws racing. I ain't lying. I've been playing a bunch of it. I was talking to a Missouri driver the other night, and he said he's been playing, and he can't figure out how to drive a sprint car, and he gave up. So the field is rolling right now here on a beautiful October 21st. As the 61A going into turn number 3 as Doug Fry from Wheatland, Missouri, going to be your pole sitter. Terry Easom will be on his outside. Larry Brady. And the 1P at Curtis Evans. One of the things I love about sprint car racing, race fans, is, you know, you got your stock cars, you got your late models, and what happens there is they can lean on each other coming out of the corners. They can lean on each other. They can bump and bang and things like that. You bump and bang with a sprint car, you're going to go for a wild ride. Let's hope these drivers can keep four wheels on the ground, and let's not see dirt sky, dirt sky, dirt sky. But right now, coming to the line, lights are going to go down. It's almost sprint car time here at the mighty Midway Speedway here on a beautiful night in October. The field works on down the backstretch. Doug Fry, Terry Easom going to pace the field. And to turn number 3 to sales pace. Keith, the flag man, says, let's get them rocking and rolling, boys. Out of turn number 4, it's sprint car time. Oh, Easom on a good start there. Just set her in there. Here comes Larry Brady. I hope I'm saying that right. Oh, Curtis Evans there in the 1P machine. Got a good battle going on, but Terry Easom, the man out of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, opening up a good lead right now down the backstretch. Got a good 3-car battle here for second. You got Evans there in the 1P going to lead that one as they come down the front stretch. And still Easom, Evans, Brady, and Doug Fry there in the 61. Here comes Larry to the inside there, the 30X machine. As they come through 3 and 4, got a good battle for second. As the 30X and Larry Brady going to go to that second spot. Right now, Terry Easom checking out. Send sayonara. Sign, seal, deliver out of turn number 4. Going to lead another one. The 88 machine is on a roll right now. The LB2 Plumbing Incorporated 30X machine of Larry Brady there in second. Curtis Evans in the 1P machine. Down the backstretch trying to get to him. 500 horsepower right now. And about 1,500 pounds worth of weight on these cars. Ripping it around the speedway. Running the cush a little slow off the pace there. The 1P Curtis Evans gets her back together. As the field spreads out right now. Down the backstretch, so it's all the 80. Here comes the 1P, though. Curtis Evans trying to get back to the bumper of the 30X of Larry Brady. As one more time around for the 88 of Terry Easom. And a Broken Arrow, Oklahoma is going to take it down the backstretch here for the final time. And a turn number 3 here in heat race action. Going to slide it out of turn number 4. Wheelies up. Checkered flag for the 88 of Terry Easom. Larry Brady, Curtis Evans, and Doug Fry going to round out your sprint car field. All right, it's time for your J2 car USRA Modifieds. Here is how heat race number 1's going to line up, starting on the pole, the 24L Dakota Low. On his outside, the 65 of Chris Jackson. Row number 2, starting on the inside, will be the 51 of Brian Shutt. On his outside, the 52 of Jimmy Borgman. Row number 3, starting on the inside, will be the 16M of the Batman, Brian Myers. On his outside, the 24 of Jerry Ellis. And at turn number 4, green flag is in the air. Track champion Chris Jackson there, the 65 machine, saying sayonara. I'm going to check out of this one is low. Got a little loose in turn number 2. Slowed down in front of the field, and that collected. Oh, contact in turn number 3.5. The 52, Jimmy Borgman, got into the door panel in the 51 of Brian Shutt. Brian Myers spins to stop. Beer pandemonium. Joker welding caution on the speedway. Gonna watch the Midwest Sheet Metal instant replay right here. As, the 52 there of Jimmy Borgman got up in the rear end of the 51 of Brian Schutt. And, Hades broke loose right there. Light is down, looking to go back. Green flag racing here. We are J2 car USRA B modified heat race number 1. Oh, low and Allen's going to have a little bit of bumping and banging down there as they come out of turn number 2. Chris Jackson's checking out on this one. Good battle going on here behind your race leader. Ellis is low, all up into the back bumper to the 51 of Brian Schutt. Field's going to work on out of turn number 4. Chris Jackson still your race leader. Low spins in front of the field. I don't know how he didn't lose a front bumper. Caution, Joker Welding caution coming out here again here, this time for the 24L of Dakota Low, as he spins in front of the field, and I don't know how he didn't lose a front bumper on that one. Heads up, driving there by the 52 of Jimmy Borgman and the 16M of Brian Myers. Jerry Ellis, look at that, the 24 machine up from 6th to 2nd. Coming to the line, lights are going off, getting ready to go back to green flag race in action here. Don't forget, race fans, during intermission, there will be the drivers coming over to this side for a little bit of candy being given out. Okay, a lot of bit, I lied, a lot of bit. Into turn number 3 right now, though. Chris Jackson going to pace the field, looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. We are back at it. As Ellis and Schutt going to be side by side here, as the field's going to safely get out of turn number 2. Chris Jackson checking out Ellis right there, trying to find a line to reel the 65 in. It is just so hard to do when he gets to a race lead. As down the backstretch, Ellis, Schutt, and Borgman, sorry. And here comes the 16M Brian Myers here towards the battling out side by side with Lowe and Borgman. Got a good battle here towards the rear of the field with a 52 of Jimmy Borgman, Brian Myers, and Dakota Lowe. Got a good battle between Ellis and Schutt. Chris Jackson says, y'all battle it out. I'm just going to drive away. One more time around for the 65 of Chris Jackson. Brian Schutt, Borgman Low. I did not see what happened to Ellis, but if we're going to do a quarter panel report, somebody wanted to mess with him. As the 24 machine comes to a stop. As the flat on the 24 of Dakota Lowe, he takes it pit side. He had a right front flat there. And Ellis heads it back pit side as well. Good battling going on there. Did not catch what happened. So, going to bring out the Joker Welding caution, and we're going to pretend like we didn't see nothing. We'll keep it our little secret. All right, they're going to be single file for this last restart. It's still going to be Chris Jackson, Brian Schutt. Oh, Midwest Sheet Metal Instant Replay going to help me out here. As low, just a little bit of contact here and there. Well, there's just a bunch of bumping and banging going on there. As we get ready to go back, green flag, the field's going to work on into turn number 3. And at turn number 4, single file, the green and white thrown together, one lap shootout. And at turn number 1, Jackson's going to go up to the Speedway chute. As well, here comes Brian Myers there here in the 16M machine. Dropping it on the inside of the Speedway. Got a glow from the rotors. Contact between Bergman and Myers as the checkered flag for Chris Jackson and Brian Chute. Chris Jackson, Brian Chute, and Brian Myers are going to be your top 3. I will figure out what I am doing here before too long. All right, your J2 car, USRA B Modified. Heat race number 2 is going to line up like this. Starting on the pole, the 24L of Dalton Keith, on his outside, the 43 of Jamie Petty. Row number 2, starting on the inside, will be the 216 of Philip Jackson. On his outside, the 55G of Joey Green. Row number 3, starting on the inside, will be the 9 of Sam Petty. On his outside, the 6 of Jay Flynn. Oh, we got a green flag and a light car coming onto the track. As with the 3 wide, slicing and dicing, banging and clanging. Sam Petty going to go to the race lead. Holy smokes, what was that? 9 machine Sam Petty, though. Oh, when he gets some clean air, too, he's a quick machine. Philip Jackson, Jamie Petty right now going to be your top 3. Jay Flynn, you can see the sparks coming off the brakes there in the 6 machine. As the 55, Joey Green going to work around, and there comes the 23 machine. As he's going to come on the track and almost spin in turn number 2. Right now, it's all the 9 of Sam Petty. Philip Jackson, Jamie Petty going to be your top 3. Joey Green going to get to the inside of Jay Flynn as they're going to be side by side down the back stretch. As Sam Petty's checking out onto this one like a library. Doesn't exist no more. Sayonara. Philip Jackson. Oh, Joey Green slides up in front of Flynn and whoa. Flynn gets whipping donuts in turn number 2. I don't even know. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. All right, so here's what I saw what happened. The 55 Joey Green spun it. He slid up in front of Jay Flynn, and Flynn had to lock them brakes up to not door ding the 55 of Joey Green. We're going to get them lined up here. All right, we're working the field, getting them lined to back up here. As Philip Jackson there, the 216, going to drop it to the low side. Jamie Petty, Jake Flynn, Joey Green, going to round out the field all behind your leader. Field's going to work into turn number 3, getting ready to come out of turn number 4. We're back to green flag race in action here as Joey Green going to be doing some donuts in turn number 4 like he's winning the thing. But Sam Petty checking out. His caution's going to come out on the speedway as the Joker Welding caution flag is going to come out here for the 55 of Joey Green, as that is his second spin by himself. He is going to go pit side as they will line up single file. So the rule is if you spin 2 times by yourself, you're done. You take it to the pits. So the 55, Joey Smith, needs to go pit side. And he has blocked the speedway, or attempted to. Going to get them lined up single file here. Supposed to be single file. All right, we're getting them lined to back up here. So it's got them all lined up here. Got the track unblocked by somebody who thought they wanted to block it. And now we're just ready to go back racing. It's been a weird night, man. I need some candy. How about you kids out there? Y'all need some candy? I know I do. There we come. Finally, we're going to get back to green flag race in action. The field's going to work on down into turn number 1. Petty going to be a race leader, going to go rocking and rolling. Flynn to the inside of Jamie Petty. As the 6 machine on the low side of the speedway going to slide up in front of the 43 as the 43 has nowhere to go right now. Flynn got a little squirrely there. Sam Petty's checked out. Got a 3-car battle here for second. Oh, going to be 3 wide down into turn number 3. Petty door checks Flynn. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Here they come. Flynn almost checks out the infield tractor tire. Jamie Petty up to second. Got around the 26 of Philip Jackson. Got some furious racing on the speedway as they work on into turn number 3. Your race leader checking out to the flag stand. Running around the speedway right now. Petty and Flynn battling for second. Flynn gonna get it for now, but who's it gonna be? Petty all over the back bumper. Sam Petty, your race leader in the 9 machine, gonna get the one to go. Jay Flynn sitting in second. Jamie Petty sitting in third. Philip Jackson gonna round out your field as they're gonna work on down the back stretch here into turn number 3. Checkered flag in the hand of the flag man, Keith, and it's going to go to the 9 of Sam Petty. Out of turn number 4, who's going to be next? It's going to be the 6 of Jay Flynn and Jamie Petty. Your top 3, and Philip Jackson going to round out your field. Well, it's time for heat race number 3. Heat race number 3 here for your J2 cars. USRA B Modifieds is going to line up like this. Starting on the pole, the 71C of Cody Crabtree. On his outside, the 90 of Terry Schultz. Row number 2, starting on the inside, will be the 55K of Colson Kirk. On his outside, the 42J of Donnie Jackson. Row number 3, starting on the inside, will be the 55 of Luke Gideon. And on his outside, the 23 of the Jason Brotherton. Looking for the green flag. Here we come. Schultz going to scary Terry Schultz going to go to the early race lead as they go rocking and rolling down the backstretch. Here comes a 55K though. Colson Kirk. That's a bad fast mamma jamma. As they come into turn number 4, into turn number 1. Schultz going to be race leader. Colson Kirk trying to find something working on that low side of the speedway. Donnie Jackson to the inside of Crabtree as they go around the speedway, and Brotherton go round out the field. Oh, it's still the 90 machine. Scary Terry Schultz, your race leader. Colson Kirk keeping about the same distance away on the eye test. Of course, if you test my eyes, they're not going to come back anywhere good where they should be. Laps ticking down in this one at the halfway mark. Steering Terry Schultz, Colson Kirk trying to find something here. Donnie Jackson there in the 42J in no man's land. Crabtree trying to find a way around different lines. And Jason Brotherton going to round out your field. So we're over the halfway point on this one. The field's going to work around down the backstretch. Here comes Terry Schultz. They're the 90 machine out of Sedalia, Missouri. Making the haul down here tonight, Colson Kirk from up in Urbana. Coming down here, Donnie Jackson as well. The local Lebanon, Missouri native is there, the top 3 on the speedway right now. Brotherton right now in trouble of being lapped out of Versailles, Missouri. Drops to the low side of the speedway as we go one more time around here. Heat race number 2, 3. I forgot how to count tonight. I forgot how to talk tonight. I tell you what. You'd think it's a full moon, but it's Schultz going high up in turn 3 and 4. Looking for the checkered flag this time for the 90 of Terry Schultz. Colson Kirk, Donnie Jackson, going to round out your top 3. All right, it's time for a little bit of Midwest Modified action. And here's how heat race number 1 is going to line up. Starting on the pole, the 4C of Braden Connor on his outside, the 41 of Paul Scott. Row number 2, starting on the inside, will be the 25 of Billy Jones on his outside, the 39 of Caleb Rhodes. Starting shotgun heat race number 1, the 15R of Oakley Ragland. The loudest fan base in the stands. Even louder than my microphone. Green flag out of turn number 4. Here they come down the front stretch. your Norris Logging Midwest Modified heat race number 1. Braden Connor going to get the whole shot. Paul Scott there sitting in second. Caleb Rhodes up to third here. Billy Jones, Oakley, Ragland. Good to see the 15R machine back out here after championship night. Had some motor troubles on that car. Good to see him back out here. As right now, the 4C, Braden Connor checking out, saying sayonara on this one here early. Scott trying to find a good run. As your field works on into turn number 1, Scott getting a good run here on the 4C of Braden Connor. Rhodes, Jones, and Ragland going to round out your field. As they work out of turn number 4, still going to be Braden Connor. As the field works its way, Connor, Scott, Rhodes, Jones, and Ragland. A little bit of handling issues there for the 15R. Ragland as he takes it to the infield. That track a little rough on the low side of 1 and turn number 1. The drivers are going to the mid lane right now. But right now it's all the 4C Braden Connor, your race leader, as he's going to come down the front stretch. Down the back stretch, Connor still your race leader. Scott Rhodes still going to be your same top 3 as they have kind of bunched up into turn number 4. And at turn number 4, one more time around, this could get interesting. Connor out of turn number 2, going to bring him down the back stretch, going to open up a commanding 5-car length lead into turn number 3. Turn number 3, yeah, you heard that right. I know you did. Turn number 4, checkered flag, going to go to the 4C of Braden Connor. Paul Scott and Caleb Rhodes going to be your top 3. Billy Jones going to round out your field. All right, your Norris Logging Power Eye Midwest Modified Heat Race number 2 going to line up like this. Starting on the pole, the 21W James Newell. On his outside, the 17 of Earl Rourke. Row number 2, starting on the inside, is the 64 of Peter Richardson. On his outside, the 83 of Ben Newell. And starting shotgun tonight in the 32H, Dylan Dampier. That 32H machine race fans, that was bought about a week ago. That's the 32H of Dylan Dampier. First time ever in a race car. This is going to be a good one. First time ever out here, so this is going to be a good one. Field's going to work on into turn number 3. It's James Newell and Earl Rourke on row number 1. No start. Here they come down the front stretch. Heat race number 2. Rourke going to go to the race lead early down the back stretch. Here comes Newell and Richardson. Got a good battle here on this one. The 83 machine to the early race lead out of turn number 4. Ben Newell going to be your race leader with Richardson and Rourke in tail. Down the back stretch, they're going to go. It's all the 83 of Ben Newell right now, and Peter Richardson right there trying to reel him in. Rourke and James Newell there, the 21W machine. And the 32H of Dylan Dampier is going to round out your field right now down the backstretch. So it's all the 83 machine of Ben Newell. Newell, Richardson, Rourke, Newell. That's how your top four are going to be. Dampier right there in fifth. Getting a little bit more confidence there in that 32H machine as he gets a little loose out of turn number 2. But your race is still led by the 83 of Ben Newell as they're going to go around the mighty Midway Speedway here on a beautiful October 21st, 2022. And work their way on single file now. As Ben Newell has opened up a nice commanding lead as he's going to work his way out of turn number 4. Still with Richardson and Rourke in tow as the 32H, they're dealing Dampier. Gonna have some lap traffic, gonna be an issue now as the white flag comes out. As Rourke sends it up almost into the back bumper of Richardson, and is the last ditch effort to get that second spot. Nothing doing. Out of turn number 4, though, checkered flag going to come out for the 83 at Ben Newell. Peter Richardson and Earl Rourke going to be your top 3. All right, race fans getting ready to come out on the track right now for heat race number 1 of their class. It's going to be the USRA stock cars. Here's how heat race number 1 is going to line up. Starting on the pole, the 71 of Chris Tonoli. On his outside, the 0F of the hypnotist Mason Beck. Row number 2, starting on the inside, will be the 54 of David Hendricks. On his outside, the 75 of Dustin Isaacs. Row number 3, starting on the inside, will be the 83 of James Ellis. On his outside, the 21P of Darren Phillips. Green flag in the air. They're going to rock and roll down into turn number 1. Back, going to get the whole shot. And a little bit of bumping and banging going on between the 54 David Hendricks and the 71 of Chris Tonoli as they're going to work on out of turn number 4. Beck's still going to be a race leader, but high side hustling, not working. The 75 Dustin Isaacs all over the place, still going as that one scared me a little bit. He was going flying off of turn number 4. Saved it, but right now Mason Beck is your race leader. David Hendricks all over the back bumper of the 71 of Chris Tonoli. He's got to jump to the inside. Tonoli bobble went too high. Here comes the 83 James Ellis to the inside of Tonoli. Oh, it's a fire sale on Tonoli positions as he's trying to get them back. Right now, it's Mason Beck, the hypnotist, going to be your race leader down the back stretch, though. David Hendricks, Ellis, Tonoli, Phillips, and Isaacs right now going to round out your field. Mason Beck right now in control of this one as he comes out of turn number 4. Right now, Mason Beck going to be your race leader. Hendricks, Ellis, your top 3 down the back stretch. Tonoli 4th, Phillips and Isaac squirreling out of turn number 4, but out of turn number 4 right now. Your race leader going to get the one more to go. Phillips pulling to the infield. As down the back stretch for the final time, the hypnotist Mason Mack going to roll through 3 and 4 here at heat race number 1. And going to take the checkered with David Hendricks and James Ellis going to round out your top 3. All right, your heat race number 2 here for your USRA stock cars. Going to line up like this, starting on the pole, the 74 of Rodney Schweitzer on his outside, the 9 of Mark Simon. Row number 2, starting on the inside, the wheelie man, the 50 of Daryl Hurt on his outside, the 41 of Brian White. Starting shotgun in the 5 machine, Robert White. Rodney Schweitzer there in the 74 machine, going to lead him down the backstretch. Mark Simon, Daryl Hurt, Brian White, Robert White. Love watching the Whites race against each other. That is fun to watch. As the field's going to work on into turn number 3, looking for the green flag, and they're going to get it. Schweitzer doing an early race lead. Simon to his back bumper. Here comes Brian White there in the 41 machine. Hurt, the wheelie man, just going to ride the wheelie down the back stretch. But right now, lap number 1 is going to go to Schweitzer. Robert White there on the inside of Hurt there on the backside. Man, there's a dinosaur running loose here on the front stretch. That dude got me scared. As Simon driving it low to the inside of the speedway. Good drag race to the line. Mark Simon going to grab the race lead. The 9 machine here on the low side's got something grooving here. Schweitzer, as Robert White pulls off there in the 5 machine. Brian White there in the 41, sitting in 3rd. Daryl Hurt going to round out your field as they come across the stripe. This time with Simon still your race leader. Into turn number 3. It's all now the Mark Simon Show trying to hold off Schweitzer and White. As White get to the inside of Schweitzer here, we got a good battle here for second. And White going to be a little bit of contact between the 2 cars. No love lost there as they're going to go into turn number 3, side by side, still silhouetting. White going to get that second spot. Mark Simon still got that 9 machine reeling on this one. Out of turn number 4, going to have 2 more to go, this time by. One more time around here for the 9 of Simon. White, Schweitzer, and Hurt is down the backstretch. Mark Simon's going to lead him into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, checkered flag. Heat race number 2 going to go to the 9 of Mark Simon. Brian White, Rodney Schweitzer, and Daryl Hurt going to round out your field, and Simon's going to spin it into the infield. All right, the water truck getting pulled off the speedway. We're getting ready to get these cars rolling and going to get this moisture rolled in here. Here's how your first feature event is going to line up. Here is the starting order. Starting on the pole is going to be the 45 of Aaron Poe on his outside, the 21W of Ted Welshmeyer. Row number 2 on the inside will be the 41 of Donnie Miller on his outside, the 04 of Brian Worley. Row number 3, starting on the inside, will be the 164 of Michael Muskrat on his outside, the 56 of Mark Davis. Row number 4, starting on the inside, will be the G1 of Nitro, Nick Gibson on his outside, the 04B of Blaine Ewing. Row number 5, starting on the inside, will be the 22 of Brandon Hall. On his outside, the 53 of Danny O'Neill. And starting shotgun, row number 6 will be the 72 of Jimmy Burris. Rolling in the moisture right now. 56 of Mark Davis already got some sheet metal there. Going to go into turn 3. And get that, make sure that's not rubbing on the tire. All right, race fans, we're going to get it stacked and packed. Lights are off. Turn number 1, 15 laps going to be your distance as they work down the backstretch. Poe Welshmeyer on row number 1. Miller, Worley, row number 2. Muskrat, Davis, row number 3. Who's it gonna be for the final night here in 2022? And Midway Speedway race fans, it's showtime! Field's gonna work on down the backstretch. Welshmeyer's gonna get to the nice little hole shot here. Poe, Miller, right there side by side with Worley as they come out of turn number 4. Lap number 1's going to go to the 10, Welshmeyer. One, two, three, go. Welshmeyer, Poe, and a Miller with Worley, Muskrat. Here comes the 56 Mark Davis trying to work his way up around the field. Couple laps in the book are on this one. Down the backstretch here, race leader's going to go. Their top 4 are single file right now on the speedway as the 1G of Nitro Gibson right there trying to get to the back bumper of Michael Muskrat. Miller in the back bumper, the 45 of Poe. Got a good battle going on here for the second spot. as they come out of turn number 4. Johnny Miller to the back bumper. Still Welshmeyer still in command of this one down the back stretch. He's going to go. Lap by lap, this one ticking down. Got a good one going on here for your Ozark Sporting Goods Power Eye Superstocks. Welshmeyer right now in total control as they go around the mighty Midway Speedway. Worley Muskrat still going to be your top 4 and 5 right there. As lap traffic here, the 72 of Burris. Jimmy Burris getting ready to become an issue as Welshmeyer is up on his back bumper. As caution coming out on the speedway in turn number 4 as Jimmy Burris takes out our leader. We're going to bring the field back around. Welshmeyer will stay the race leader. As a 72, Jimmy Burris spins all by himself. Lights are down, looking to go back green. A flag racing here in our first feature event of the evening. Out of turn number 4, we're back to racing action. Welshmeyer still going to be your race leader. Miller going to go to the high side, trying to get around Poe. Here comes Worley there in the 4 machine. Muskrat right there, the 164 going to round out your top 5 as the field's going to work on down out of turn number 4. It's still going to be Ted Welshmeyer, Poe, and Miller as they work around. Here comes Muskrat here and Gibson. Worley there, the 04 got a good run here going on here. Midway Speedway is Welshmeyer going to come out, going to see the cross flags. We're halfway through this one. Lots of racing left here, even though we're halfway mark. Welshmeyer still going to be your race leader. Poe and Worley up to 3rd. As Gibson up to the back bumper of Donnie Miller. Battling for that 4th spot. Muskrat ball up in the back bumper of Gibson. Got a good nose-to-tail run going on for our drivers here mid-pack. 3rd on back. Got a good run going on right now as Welshmeyer's in total control right now. As, trouble here down the front stretch. Caution going to come out of the speedways. Blaine Ewing here, the 04B. Going to go around here down the front stretch right underneath the flag stand. Going to bring out our Joker Welding caution flag. Getting them worked back in here. Going to get the field stacked back up here. Double file restart. Welshmeyer still your race leader. It's been a good battle. Look at the 04. Brian Worley slid back on the original start of the race. Worked his way back up here to that 3rd spot. Here we go. Keith up the flag stand. Going to do his little jig. Getting ready to bring us back around to green flag racing here at the mighty Midway Speedway here 2022. At turn number 4. We are back at it. Worley going to go to the high side of the speedway. Here comes Donnie Miller and Nitro Gibson as they're going to work their way on around to turn number 2. Worley going to drop to the low side of the speedway there in the middle of the pack right now. Still going to be Ted Welshmeyer. Welshmeyer's got her hooked up and ready to go tonight there in the 21W. Poe and Worley still going to be your top 3 right now. With Miller, Gibson, Muskrat, and Davis having a good little battle back here for the 6th spot as Muskrat's going to slide underneath the 56 of Mark Davis. Field coming down around Welshmeyer, but again, total control from the drop of green. He got the whole shot from the outside of row number 1 and hasn't looked back on this one. Field's going to work in. Here comes Worley to the back bumper. A Poe again, got a good battle. Hey, one more to go. Checkers or wreckers for the final time here for your Ozark Sporting Goods Power Eye Superstocks into turn number 3 for the final time. Out of turn number 4, checkered flag for the 21W, Ted Welshmeyer, Aaron Poe, Brian Worley going to round out your top 3. The helmet has come off as Ted Welshmeyer gets ready to climb out of that 21W machine. A dominant performance from start to finish. Race fans, make some noise for your feature winner, the 21W of Ted Welshmeyer. Don't drop the big check. Congratulations to Ted there. As you can see, he's fired up for that one. As we get ready for our next feature event of the evening. Race fans, coming out of the track here in a moment is going to be your Macadoodles Power Eye Pure Stocks. Here's how they're going to line up for their 15-lap main event. Starting on the pole in the M0M, Bradley McDowell. On his outside, the 8K of Tyler Knudsen. Row number 2, starting on the inside, will be the 32 of Richard Adams. On his outside, the 42 of Trevor Ellingson. Row number 3, starting on the inside, is the 21 of Taryn Porter. On his outside, the 29W of Ted Welshmeyer. Row number 4, starting on the inside, will be the 7 of Spencer Reef. On his outside, the 5 of Justin McDowell. Row number 5, starting on the inside, will be the 42H of Levi Harris. On his outside, the 11 of Ron Duncan. Row number 6, starting on the inside, will be the 88 of Chris Messarelli. On his outside, the 9 of Mike Piercy. And row number 7, on the inside, will be the 89 of Aaron Harness. On his outside, the 40 of Acola Harris. Waiting on Ted Welshmeyer. Pulling double duty, so we're going to give him a few laps to get strapped in out of one car into another car and make his way onto the speedway. As your Macadoodles Power Eye Pure Stocks make a few parade laps, here comes Welshmeyer machine. I see him moving down there in the pits. All right. Got them all out here. Lights are going to go offline. Green flag going to get dropped this next time by for your Macadoodles Power Eye Pure Stocks as the field's going to work at a turn at number 2. Your pole sitter is the M0M of Bradley McDowell. There, the kicking cancer's butt right there. Mom, if you haven't figured out, on the side of that car. With Tyler Knudsen on his outside, going to be an absolute shootout. Here we go, working through 3. Coming out of turn number 4, race fans, it's showtime! No hole shot yet here. Good battle here we got between McDowell and Knudsen. Here comes Richard Adams there in the 32 machine. There, sitting top 3. Your top 3 cars could put a little distance itself as Adams gets into Knudsen a little bit there. Going to give Bradley McDowell an opportunity to put a little bit of space in between him here early in lap number 1. Darren Porter down the back stretch here up to that 4 spot. Here comes Welshmeyer. Already knows the good lines on this track, pulling double duty tonight as the field's going to work out of turn number 4. It's still a McDowell. And sparks flying underneath the MOM car there as here comes Richard Adams on the outside of Knudsen. Got a good run. Knudsen going to drive back hard on underneath him. Down the back stretch into turn number 2. Caution. As Chris Messarelli going around there in turn number 4. Going to bring out Joker Welding caution flag here this evening. Got them stacked in pack. Get ready to go back to the green flag race in action. McDowell's going to be your race leader. Going to pace him into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, we're back to race in action. Welshmeyer there, the 29 machine. Here comes Adams to the inside of McDowell. Going to make him contact. Everyone wanting to get that last win of the season here at the Mighty Midway Speedway out of turn number 4. Bradley McDowell still going to be your race leader. Knudsen Welshmeyer up to 3rd. As Chris Messarelli and Levi Harris having a little spat down here. And the caution is going to come out. And yeah. And the tractor tire's in the middle of the track in turn number 4. So the caution came out for the 42, Levi Harris. And he will need a tag to the rear of the field, let the 88. Oh, Chris Messarelli in front of him, and he's being a little stubborn currently. Spencer Reef down there in the 7 machine pointing out some debris, it looks like. Hopefully there's not an issue with the 7 machine. As, something down there. As, looks like the 42 have an issue staying rolling here. As he gets it fired up. Back into the infield. All right, we got them getting ready to get them a Delaware double file restarted. Lights are off. We'll go back green flag racing this next time. Field's going to work their way into turn number 3. Bradley McDowell, your race leader. Welshmeyer getting up on the high side around Knudsen, trying to get a good battle here. Here comes Richard Adams back at it. Bradley McDowell, though, is going to be your race leader as the field's going to work on into 3 and 4. Coming out of turn number 4 right now, it's still going to be the McDowell show as he comes down the front stretch. Knudsen behind him, Welshmeyer in 3rd right now as it sits on the speedway. All Bradley McDowell from the drop of green as the field works out of turn number 4. Knudsen, Welshmeyer, Trevor Ellingson up to the 4th spot there in the 42 machine. As he's gotten the 7 of Spencer Reef and Richard Adams right behind him, trying to make something happen and work their way to the front of the field. Out of turn number 4, though, it's still Bradley McDowell, Knudsen, and Welshmeyer getting a good battle going on here. Laps ticking down in this one. Bradley McDowell, your race leader. Knudsen, Welshmeyer, Ellingson, Reef. As the Dynamite Piercy off into the infield. And we are halfway through this one. It's all been the Bradley McDowell show. As he is your race leader, Tyler Knudsen trying to reel him in. He's got his hands full though with a 29W, Ted Welshmeyer, who pulled double duty tonight, trying to double up feature wins here. Sitting in a strong 3rd. Ellingson going to bobble it a little bit out of turn 2. Reef, Adams, Porter right there behind them. Laps are ticking down in this one. It's all been the MOM, Bradley McDowell, on cruise control, but he's still only got a couple car lengths leads in front of the 8K. It's Tyler Knudsen. Your top 3 have separated themselves by a quarter of the track. As Bradley McDowell, Tyler Knudsen, and Ted Welshmeyer have fallen into a good groove right here with these top 3 cars. Ellingson, Spencer Reef, and Richard Adams, another next 3 batch cars. Porter as well right there. As this time, though, Doctor's Jacket's coming out one more time around for your Macadoodle Power Eye Pure Stocks here at the mighty Midway Speedway down the backstretch for the final time. Bradley McDowell going to bring it into turn number 3. Sliding through 3, Knudsen coming to the back bumper out of turn number 4. Checkered flag to the MOM, Bradley McDowell. Specials paint scheme on the M0M of Bradley McDowell. Justin McDonald, the 5, making his way around here too. Making his way down there to victory lane. Race fans, make some noise for your feature, the M0M Bradley McDowell. All right, race fans, our next class getting ready to come out onto the speedway is going to be your Spectrum Designs Dirt Late models. Here's how their main event's going to line up. Starting on the pole, going to be the 00 of Dylan Bates. On his outside, the 13S of Joey Smith. Row number 2, starting on the inside, will be the 25S of Shannon Phillips. On his outside, the 13 of Sean Whitman. Row number 3, starting on the inside, will be the 22 of Tim Petty. On his outside, the 22 of Jerry Brown. And row number 4, on the inside, will be the 52 of James Price. On his outside, the 41 of Matt Menby. That man got some wheels. I ain't never seen somebody run so fast in my life. That movie, Gone in 60 Seconds, would have been gone in 75 minutes. All right, here comes your Dirt Spectrum late models onto the speedway for their main event this evening. Oh, trouble for the 52. James Price going around there in turn number 2. All right, we're going to get a stacked and packed. 15 laps going to be the distance. Coming to the line. Lights are going to go off. Going to be green flag racing this next time. Somebody, you left your debit card down at the concession stand. You left your debit card at the concession stand. You might want to go get it. No start. They must have left their card at the concession stand. They were thinking about it, checking the wallet. We're going to fire off the cone in turn number 4. A little premature action there as the field's going to roll on into turn number 4, looking for the green flag this time. Here we go. Well, Bates missed his chance there as he's going to go down and sit in the 4th spot right now. As Shannon Phillips going to the race lead. Tim Petty right behind him. Here comes Bates to the inside of Joey Smith. As Tim Petty going to lead lap here, number 1 there in the 22 machine. Phillips right beside him. Got a good battle here side by side down the back stretch. Petty going to get over that hump. As your field to work on out of turn number 4. Next lap is going to go to the 22 of Tim Petty. Shannon Phillips, Joey Lewis, Dylan Bates, Sean Whitman, the 2-2-1 off the track. That's Jerry Brown off the speedway, off into the pit road. As the race continues right now, Heartbreak Hotel again for Jerry Brown. Tim Petty still your race leader though. Shannon Phillips hot on tail. Joey Smith, Dylan Bates. As your field works around the speedway right now, it's still going to be Tim Petty there in the 22 machine. Shannon Phillips got his hands full now. Here comes Joey Smith. Oh, Price going around there at the bottom of turn number 4. Going to bring out the Joker welding caution flag. Looking to go back green flag racing out of turn number 4, late model style here tonight. As the field's going to work on into 1 and 2. Shauna Whitman a little squirrely on the top of turn number 2. Got a good side-by-side battle with Bates and Smith as they work side-by-side. And turn number 4 still going to be Tim Petty and Shannon Phillips, your top 2 duel right now. As Phillips just going to monster truck that tractor tire and keep going like nobody's business. Into turn number 3, the field's going to work. Right now, Tim Petty, your race leader. Bates and Smith still battling it out. Bates Bates up into this business. Up into Smith's business as they come down into turn number 3. Got a good battle here with those 2 drivers as they work their way around here. The mighty Midway Speedway here. Final night of 2022 here. As it's been a remarkable season. The track has improved week in and week out. As right now we got a battle between Bates and Lewis. Tim Petty right now in total control. Shannon Phillips running a good strong second. Bates sending it in a little too hard, getting a little loose. Going into turn number 1. Lost some momentum as they had fallen single file around the speedway. Down the backstretch into turn number 3. Petty going to be your race leader. Phillips, Joey Smith, Bates, Shauna Whitman. I don't know where I got Lewis. Must have been thinking of Huey Lewis in the news at that point. And Tim Petty, still your race leader. Shannon Phillips, Joey Smith, Dylan Bates, Sean Whitman, having a little issue on corner exit in turn number 2, but it's all the Tim Petty Show as your spectrum tonight. As Heartbreak Hotel, the 13S, Joey Smith off the speedway. He's going to move Bates up another spot here, up to the top 3 as Whitman's off the pace as well. Right now, Tim Petty's been in total control with a couple more laps here to go. As the 52, James Price getting ready to go down to 1 lap here as the 22 machine of Petty tries to navigate around the youngster as they come down the front stretch one more time around for the 22 of Petty. He's going to go into turn number 2 for the final time down the back chute. Shannon Phillips is hoping for a late caution right here, but into turn number 3. Coming out of turn number 4, feature win for the 22 of Tim Petty. Tim Petty sending it out in style. Making his way down to victory lane, the 22 machine. Sean Whitman down there to give him a congratulations. Everyone down there to congratulate the 22 of Tim Petty. So he gets ready to climb out of that machine. Helmet to the front. Coming out of the car, race fans, make some noise for your late model feature winner, the 22 of Tim Petty. As we get ready for our next feature event, it's going to be our 305 Sprint Cars. Coming out here. Here's how they're going to line up tonight for their main event. Starting on the pole is going to be the 88 of Terry Eastham on his outside. The 30X of Larry Bratty. Row number 2 on the inside will be the 1P of Curtis Evans. On his outside, the 61A of Doug Fry. Yeah, no, that's it. Trust me. Yeah, it's locked. You're not going out there. All right, your 305 Winged Warriors sprint cars on the speedway right now, getting ready for 15 laps. Up here, Pandemonium, Terry Easel, Larry Brady, I'm going with Brady. It's B-R-A-T-T-I. Going with Brady. All right. Curtis Evans, Doug Fry, your 4 drivers who came out here and graced us tonight. Race fans, give them a wave this time by. Just give them a wave. Tell them you appreciate them coming out. Thank you, race fans. And thank you to these 4 drivers coming out and giving us some sprint car shows. As the 88 of Terry Easton is going to work down then to turn number 3 out of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Who's it going to be? 4 cars, 15 laps. Let's do this. It's showtime. Ooh, Curtis Evans already off the throttle into the infield. Trouble for the 1P machine as he comes to a stop. As caution flag is going to come out for the 1P of Curtis Evans. Something not right there. He started to just hop down the front stretch there. Going to bring out the Joker Welding caution flag. Pretty sure my spotters are telling me that he hit the tractor tire. Oh, yeah, I can somewhat look at that front end. As safety crew's down there and getting a look here, push truck behind him just in case we can get it fired back up. Yeah, the 1P there, Curtis Evans. Out of Norborn, Missouri. Going to have him push him back a little bit so he can get it out of gear to get it back into gear. These things are finicky. Here's the Midwest Sheet Metal instant replay. As the Broken Arrow Oklahoma man was going to push him down. And on the start, as the field rolled on into turn 3, the 1P, yep, hung that left front over to the infield tractor tire. Thank you, Thomas. Always can count on you with Show Me Dirt TV. .TV as he's able to fire it back up and get back on the throttle. As he's fired back up, so we're ready to rock and roll. Lights are off. We're going to go green flag racing this time. The man out of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, the 88 of Terry Easton, your pole sitter, the 30X of Larry Brady on his outside. Curtis Phillips there in the 1P machine. And the 61A of Doug Fry on his outside. And at turn number 4, we're going to do this one more time. It's showtime! Lap number 1 coming out of turn number 4. Right now it's the 88 of the Terry Easton. Doug Fry there out of Wheatland, Missouri, there in the 61A machine. As they come out of turn number 4, lap number 2, going to go into the books to the 88. One more time. Larry Brady right there trying to find a reel to the inside. Oh, Evans getting a little squirrely out of turn number 2. Going to slide up the speedway. Here we come. We got to run down the back stretch. It's all the 88, though, right now of Terry Easton, the Oklahoma man, on the low side of the speedway right now. Coming into hostile Terry as we got a little bit of battle back here for third. Evans got a little squirrely. Here comes Fry. And they're going to be side by side. Good little battle here for third. We're going to watch this one here for a minute. Evans going to slide up again. Here comes Fry. Boom, going to move up a spot. Right now, though, it's still all the 88 machine of a Terry Easom, your race leader, as here comes Evans back to the inside. Oh, we got a good battle here between Evans and Fry. Back here, Terry Easom, man, no discredit to you. You're racing a phenomenal race. Same with you, Larry Brady. But, man, right now we got a good slice and dice battle between Evans and Fry for third. As down out of turn number 4, Evans is going to hold on to that third spot. Everybody's running in their essential spots that they started in. Because right now, the 88 at Terry Easom is all by himself like the chess club president on prom night. As he works there into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4. Terry Easom right now, your race leader, and he's got a good straightaway lead on the 30X of Larry Brady. As Curtis Evans there in the 1P machine has got a good, comfortable lead right now on the 61A of Doug Fry. Laps are ticking down in this one. Terry Easom right now slicing, dicing, hitting his marks on this one. Evans is finding himself a good little groove here too. As down the backstretch, your race leader is going to go into turn number 3. It has been the Terry Easom show tonight from the drop of green flag here. One more time around for the sprint cars here at Midway Speedway into turn number 2. From Broken Arrow, Oklahoma down the backstretch. He's so far gone, history has forgot him. And at turn number 4, checkered flag and a Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, the 88 of Terry Easom. Larry Brady in the 30X is second. Curtis Evans and Doug Fry round out the field. Race fans down there in the victory lane getting ready to climb out of that machine. We'll see if he climbs onto the wing. $15 flawless technical laps there for the 88. Getting ready to climb out of that ride. Out of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, race fans, let it hear for your sprint car feature winner, the 88 of Terry Easom. All right, race fans, is getting ready for the next feature event of the evening. It's going to be your J2 Cars USRA Modified main event. Here's how they're going to line up. Starting on the pole is going to be the 9 of Sam Petty. On his outside will be the 6 of Jay Flynn. Row number 2, starting on the inside, will be the 65 of Chris Jackson. On his outside, the 90 of Terry Schultz. Row number 3, starting on the inside, will be the 51 of Brian Shute. On his outside, the 55 of Colson Kirk. Row number 4, starting on the inside, will be the 16M of Brian Myers. On his outside, the 42J of Donnie Jackson. Row number 5, starting on the inside, will be the 43 of Jamie Petty. On his outside, the 71C of Cody Crabtree. Row number 6, starting on the inside, will be the 216 of Philip Jackson. On his outside, the 52 of Jimmy Borgman. Row number 7, starting on the inside, will be the 24 of Jerry Ellis. On his outside, the 24 LL of Dakota Lowe. Row number 8, starting on the inside, will be the 55 of Luke Gideon. On his outside, the 24L of Dalton Keith. And row number 9, starting shotgun, will be the 23 of Jason Brotherton. Well, trouble already in turn number 2. Donnie Jackson going around. Working out at turn number 4, looking for the green flag. Here we go. It's showtime. B-Mod style here at the mighty Midway Speedway. Last time the B-Mods are going to hit the track this season. Petty on the whole shot tracks and going to drive up underneath him. Man, look at this. Oh, Jay Flynn having a little bit of trouble. Here comes Colson Kurt. Whoo, my goodness. We got them all scattered and packed right now. Here comes Jackson. Saw an opening. Saw the tractor tire. Jumping to the high side. Now comes Jackson. Here comes Schultz to the inside of Jackson. Now got an open window. A little rough down there on the bottom side of the speedway right now. Jackson going to the high side of the speedway. Sam Petty right now, the 9 machine got her hammered down, but he's got his hands full. He's got Chris Jackson. He's got Terry Schultz leading the Flying B. Jackson on the high side of the speedway. Micah 3 wide behind them. Woo, man, I don't know where to look. Right now we're going to watch this battle for the race lead. Sam Petty holding off Chris Jackson and Terry Schultz. Jackson run that top side in the second spot. A little bit of contact between your race leader and second. As they work on through turn number 2, down the back chute, they're going to go into Flying V. Into turn number 3, Sam Petty is fast when that car's on the low front side of the speedway. Going to lead another one. Oh, look out. Lap traffic getting ready to become an issue for your 3 cars racing for the race lead. Last time Brotherman went to the low side. He's going to spin in front of our leaders. It's like he knew I was talking about him. Oh, Joker Welding caution can come out for the 23 of Jason Brotherton. But, man, you want to talk about a good race going on with your race leaders. Sam Petty, Chris Jackson, Terry Schultz right now putting on an absolute dandy of a feature. Lights are off. We're going to go back to green flag race in action here with your J2 car USRA Modifieds into turn number 3. Petty going to lead him. Schultz, Jackson behind him. Here they come out of turn number 4. Back to racing. 4 laps are in the books, and here they come down to turn number 1. Oh, we got one going around at turn number 1. That's going to be the 52. Oh, but Jimmy Borgman gonna bring a single file to the restart. Gonna bring out the Joker Welding caution flag. Field's going to work on end of 3. Petty, your race leader, a single file restart. Jackson going to get that low aligned. Petty, Jackson, Schultz, Kirk. Down the back chute. They're going to go single file. Right now, Petty still holding a good race lead. Chris Jackson, Terry Schultz. Brian May going through the infield. Here we go. We got a good one burning on in this one. As Chris Jackson now going to the top shelf of the speed. We got a battle for the race lead. Oh, Jackson's going to be banging and banging with Petty as they got Schultz right there underneath him. Petty driving the tires off this one tonight. Holding off Jackson right now. They come through turn number 4. Chris Jackson to the race lead. Petty, Schultz, Kirk. Here comes Petty back to the inside of Chris Jackson. Oh, Jason Brotherton gonna pull off the speedway as Chris Jackson gets to the low side of the speedway. Playing a little defense there on Sam Petty. Schultz, Kirk, a 51. Machine, they're gonna be your top 5. It's Jackson, Petty, Schultz, Kirk, Shooty, Lowe, Jackson, Flynn, Petty. Right now, it's all Chris Jackson. Sam Petty trying to find a way to get back to that back bumper when the 65 machine gets to that lead. It is hard to play catch up. Field is going to work in at turn number 4. It's still Chris Jackson, your race leader. Petty, Schultz, Kirk, and the 51 of Brian Shute. It's still the Chris Jackson show. Sam Petty, Schultz, Kirk. Lap traffic might become an issue here. With 52, Jimmy Borgman. At the 65 of Chris Jackson hands his sight set on turn number 4. White flag one more time around for the 65 of Jackson. He's going to go down the back chute for the final time. Petty, Schultz, Kirk. Rip around the speedway into 3. Coming out of turn number 4. Checkered flag for the 65 of Chris Jackson. Chris Jackson making his way to a familiar spot down there to victory lane. Getting ready to climb out of his car. There he comes, race fans. Make some noise for your Beeline feature winner, the 65 of Chris Jackson. All right, race fans, getting ready for our next feature event. It is going to be the Norris Logging POWRi Midway Modifieds. Here's how they're going to line up for their main event tonight. Starting on the pole will be the 83 of Ben Newell. On his outside, the 4C of Braden Connor. Row number 2, starting on the inside, will be the 64 of Peter Richardson. On his outside, the 41 of Paul Scott. Row number 3, starting on the inside, will be the 39 of Caleb Rhodes. On his outside, the 17 of Earl Rourke. Row number 4, starting on the inside, will be the 21W of James Newell. On his outside, the 25 of Billy Jones. And row number 5 on the inside will be the 15R of Oakley Ragland. On his outside, the 32H of Dylan Dampier. All right, race fans, get ready to rock and roll here. North Slogging Midwest Modified main event. 15 laps. Ben Newell, Braden Connor there on row number 1. 15 laps going to be the distance. Final time here in 2022 for the Midwest Modifieds. Here they come. Newell going to get the early hole shot here. Connor right below him. Richardson going to get that bumper up into the fender there. 83 Ben Newell getting a rock and roll with 32H Dylan Dampier going around there in top of turn number 2. Joker Welding Kosh going to come out there for the rookie driver, the 32H of Dylan Dampier. Green flag is back in the air. Ben Newell off to an early race lead. Rourke getting a little loose out of turn number 2. Rhodes getting a little bit loose. Man, tricky turn number 2. Bringing it back with a vengeance tonight. Newell still going to be a race leader. Connor behind him. Here comes the 64 of Peter Richardson. Richardson looking to the inside of Braden Connor. There's Paul Scott right behind him with Caleb Rhodes. As Ben Newell still going to be your race leader. Laps going to start ticking down here in this one. Field fall single file. Oh, monster truck and a tractor tire in the cone. The 41 of Paul Scott says, I'm going to take the cone as a souvenir. And he's going to park it down there on the infield. Field's going to keep working around right now. As Richardson now getting to the inside of Connor. As down the back straight here out of turn number 4. Newell's going to be the race leader. Connor got a little squirrely there. Richardson going to the top side. Rhodes is going to battle it with him as well. Right now, though, the 83 Ben Newell going to be your race leader as the field's going to fall. As Connor going to get that lead spot back from Richardson. But right now, it's all the 83 of Ben Newell. Newell right now, your race leader. Braden Connor, Pete Richardson, your top 3 as the field's going to sit on the speedway. Newell getting inside the 32H of Dylan Dampier. He's going to have the rest of the field coming to that back bumper as Newell, calm, cool, and collected from the drop of go tonight. Out of turn number 4, we're going to lead another one in the books. It's a mamma mia, it's a pizza. As right now, Ben Newell in total control. Good battle there still going on with Richardson and Braden Connor. Richardson's still going to try to go to top shelf. Caleb Rhodes getting his nose poked up in there. Here comes Rourke as well in the 17 machine. Newell has been in total control from the Joppa Green. Laps ticking down in this one, the 83 machine. Holding, oh, Rhodes got a little squirrely. Rourke's going to get the door opened up here for him for that 3rd spot. Or sorry, 4th. as Caleb Rhodes going to send it in hard. Oh, we got the 32H there, Dylan Dampier. I'm pretty sure just ramped the tractor tire. It's all been 83 of Ben Newell. Tough break there for the 32H. Dylan Dampier getting hooked up to the tow truck on his first night out. All right, we're getting them stacked and packed, going to get them lined back up here. Rolling in some moisture down there on the back stretch. It's all been the Ben Newell Show. Braden Connor there in the 4Cs having a good battle here with the 64 Pete Richardson. Caleb Rhodes, Rourke, Newell, and Jones. Going to round out your field right now. As you can see, the 64 Richardson. He got a quarter panel report going on there. A little bit of aerodynamics there on the 64 machine. As safety crew still working it down there on the back stretch to get that moisture rolled in back there. All right, race fans, lights are off. Going to go back to green flag race in action. The field's going to work down through the backstretch. Ben Newell going to be your race leader. Richardson, Connor. Richardson better back up a little bit. No, we're going to get the green flag on this one. Newell into turn number one. He's going to have Richardson all over the back bumper. Connor's going to spin. Caution going to come back out. The 4C of Braden Connor. going around. All right. Down the back stretch, Ben Newell's going to lead them. Richardson, O'Rourke, Rhodes, Newell, Jones, Connor. That's how they line up right now. And a turn number 4, looking for the green flag, and they're going to get it this time. Here they come down the front stretch. Richardson's got sheet metal hanging off the right rear. Yeah, keep an eye on that one. The last handful of laps in this one down. In a turn number 3, Newell's going to lead them. Richardson, O'Rourke, Rhodes, Newell. Caution on the speedway. We got debris on the back stretch. There's a chunk of debris down there on the back stretch as Caleb Rhodes spins in the top of 1 and 2. Race fans, I got a special guest hanging out up here with me. I got my son hanging out, and I got my daughter hanging out. All right, Aiden, it's your time to shine, buddy. The field's going to work around. I want you to bring him to the green flag.
Yeah, just talk to him. Coming down the backstretch.
I don't know what to say.
Say it loud. They're coming down the backstretch.
They're coming down the back stretch.
Bend to one to turn 3.
Then to turn 3.
It's showtime.
It's showtime. The green flag is in the air this time.
All right, out of the mouth of an 8-year-old into turn number 1. Newell's going to lead him. Rourke to the high side, going to be side by side with Peter Richardson. Got a good battle they got going on. Caleb Rhodes there in the 39 machine as well, sticking his nose in his, but right now it's on the 83 of Ben Newell. Newell's going to come out of turn number 4. Connor is all up in the back bumper of Rhodes and Rourke. But right now we got a race for the lead down the max chute. Here we come, Newell Richardson. Going to be over to bumper as they go down into turn number 3. And a turn number 4, white flag one more time around for the 83 of Ben Newell. Down the back stretch into turn number 2, he's going to go. Into 3. At a turn number 4 for the final time. Checkered flag for Ben Newell. Richardson And Rhodes going to be your top 3. Making his way down there to victory lane, getting the equipment to come off. Ben Newell ran a flawless race on there. Absolute flawless from start to finish. Race fans out of the car. Let's hear it for your feature winner, the 83 of Ben Newell. All right, race fans, getting ready to come out onto the track is going to be your final event of 2022. It's going to be your USRA stock cars. Here's how they will line up. Starting on the pole is going to be the 0F of the hypnotist Mason Beck. On his outside, the 9 of Mark Simon. Row number 2, starting on the inside, will be the 41 of Brian White. On his outside, the 54 of David Hendricks. Row number 3 on the inside will be the 83 of James Ellis. On his outside, the 74 of Rodney Schweitzer. Row number 4 on the inside will be the 71 of Chris Tonoli. On his outside, the 50 of Daryl Hurt. Row number 5, starting on the inside, will be the 75 of Dustin Isaacs. On his outside, the 5 of Robert White. And starting shotgun, row number 6, the 21P of Darren Phillips. All right, race fans, coming by this time. Lights are going to go off, and they're getting ready to rock and roll for their 15-lap main event. The final one here in 2022 at Midway Speedway. Mason Beck, Mark Simon, Brian White, David Hendricks, James Ellis, Rodney Schweitzer, Chris Tonoli, Daryl Hurt, Dustin Isaacs, Robert White, Darren Phillips. That's your field. Into turn number 3. Race fans, to kick off a feature one more time. For the last time in 2022, it's showtime! Into turn number 1, Simon's getting spun. Oh, goodness! Schweitzer into Hendricks, Hendricks into Simon. It's pure pandemonium in turn number 2. We're going to go to the replay. Midwest Sheet Metal instant replay right here. I know my buddy Thomas has got it. As it looked like Simon started going around, but he had some help from the 54 of Hendricks, and everyone got collected up behind him. So we're going to watch this again. To me, it looked like Simon was trying to lift a little bit. It's hard to tell if he had help or not. It's just hard to tell, but the call is that Simon started going around. Oh, 71 of Chris Tonoli going to get a tire changed. As there was some dump trucking going on there. As everyone trying to avoid everybody. It's hard to avoid everybody in lap number quarter. I got $5 on her. So Simon tailed back after caution on a lap number quarter here for the final feature of 2022. As the cars go rumbling by. Seeing if the 71 of Chris Tonoli can get a tire changed. All right, the word is yep, there he comes. I can see him down the backstretch on the pit side of everything. The 71 of Chris Tonoli making his way back out on the speedway. Going to roll him right out. Lights are going to go off. We're going to try this one more time. Lights are off. We're going to go green flag racing here. After a turn 2 crash, brought out caution flag. We still have 15 laps to go, so race fans, it's showtime! Mason Beck's going to lead him down into turn number 1. Brian White to his outside. There's Hendrick Schweitzer up in the back bumper of him. Here comes Daryl Hurt there. Got a good run there in the 50 machine. As your field comes out of turn number 4, lap number 1 is going to go the hypnotist of Mason Beck. A little bit of contact between Schweitzer and Brian White right there. Battling for third. Schweitzer's going to bully ball him into the third spot. As your field comes out of turn number 4, it's still going to be Beck. Brian White trying to get back to Schweitzer's back bumper here and say, you still there? Nothing doing there. Still Mason Beck and Hendricks. Right now 1 and 2, but we're looking at a third place battle here between Schweitzer and White. As they go rocking and rolling down into turn number 3. Schweitzer is going to get a little bumping and running right now. As the field goes on, Mason Beck pulls away. It's been a tale of the tape tonight, but we still got a good battle with Schweitzer and White, as White does make the pass, as Daryl Hurt And Ellis looking over here. Comes Schweitzer, though, back to the inside. Man, this battle for third just is too good right now. As Brian White and Schweitzer right now just duking it out. Here comes Hurt, though, looking to get his nose poked up in the machine. He's going to get to the inside of Brian White. Oh, we got a 3-car battle for third now. Schweitzer right now going to be your third-place car, but we got Hurt and Brian White right behind him. As Mason Beck and Hendricks right now are your race leaders. As the 5 of Robert White making the hard right turn off the track to pit road. Mason Beck, Hendricks, Schweitzer, Brian White, Hurt, Ellis, Isaacs, Phillips, Simon Tonoli is how the field rounds out right now. As we have cross flags, we are halfway through this one. It's Brian White. They're in the 41 machine. All over the back bumper still. Schweitzer, man, this is still a battle. Going out in style for third. White still there on the back bumper. Schweitzer still a little bit of contact. Between the two, they've been bumping and banging the whole time. Right now, Mason Beck and Hendricks, your 1 and 2 cars, are in a world of their own. As White giving Schweitzer a little tappy-roo here as we got a battle out of turn number 4. As Simon spins to the infield, White and Schweitzer bumping and banging down out of turn number 2. We're going to have something going on here. Ooh! Brian White's got a lead to the inside. Schweitzer slamming the door into turn number 3. Schweitzer driving it back hard here. We got a good battle here for the third spot. Brian White there in the 41 machine. On the inside of Schweitzer. You can only go so low before you find that tractor tire. Hurt found it. Keeps it rolling. As Mason Beck has all but checked out. As the caution. All by himself, the 50 or Daryl Hurt going around. $12 laps and 15 to go. Or sorry, 12 and 3 to go. I was doing the math in my head. Lights are off. We're going to go green flag of racing this next time. The field's going to work on a turn number 3. Mason Beck still your race leader. This might change a little complexion of the race. And at turn number 4, we're back under with only 3 laps remaining. Fields going to work off into turn 1 and 2. Hendricks right behind him. Schweitzer White. Ellis and Isaac's going to battle out for that 5th spot. Fields going to work on into turn number 3. Mason Beck right now, your race leader as it works out of turn number 4. Couple more laps to go. Hendrick there, the 54. White got around Schweitzer. He's going to have a good couple lap run here if he wants to make something happen. Mason Beck has been a dominant force here this season with the USRA stock cars as he's got one more time around. Out of turn number 2 for the final time in 2022. Into 3. Coming out of turn number 4, gonna see Pater. The checkered flag is out for the 0F of Mason Beck. Race fans, we're gonna celebrate Mason Beck. Down there in victory lane, calm, cool, and collected race for him. Getting ready to climb out of that machine, race fans. Oh, I thought he was grabbing to come out. Race fans, make some noise for your feature winner, the 0F of the hypnotist, Mason Beck. And he bows. Very fitting. Race fans, as you make your way out of the facility this evening, please drive home safe, arrive alive. Also, race fans, please keep an eye out on social media at Lebanon Midway Speedway on Facebook for all updates coming up for the 2023 campaign right here at the mighty Midway Speedway. Race fans, it has been a beautiful season. We thank each and every one of you, and from the bottom of our hearts, from our family here at Midway to you, thank you for being a part of this great racing season that is lights out for 2022. We will see you next year.